Hello everyone, I welcome you all to this 30 days masterclass series on electric vehicle design using MATLAB Simulink. This is Malayappan from Pantech Solutions. About me, my research area is about advanced power electronics, renewable energy, special electrical machines, electric vehicle design, power supply design. So these are my research area. For past 15 years I am working on this field. About Pantech is a educational equipments lab equipments manufacturing company. Along with you can get complete lab equipments for your engineering requirements and do it yourself based project kits and technical training. And our vision is to help 10 million students to learn the technology in easy way. So far we have trained about 1.5 lakh students, and those who are all participated this webinar and previous webinar, so we have successfully delivered the content along with the webinar certificate. So I will give you the complete information about how to get a attendance form, and then when it will get, and where after the series how you can download your certificate. Everything I will give you the information stage by stage. So please keep engaged with the entire session. So important announcement for you. Attendance form will be provided in the live chat at 7:30 p.m. So don't forget to submit your attendance form. So it will be a Google form. It will be available on the live chat. After this live also, the same form will be uploaded in the video description box. This video description box, it will be available for next 1 hour. After the live, it will be available for next 1 hour. So please don't rush up about the attendance, and don't worry about it. And just you can you just submit minimum 25 attendances. So this is a 30 days series. So 25 attendance is enough to get a free webinar participation certificate. So for that you don't no need to pay anything. So it's absolutely free, and our vision is to help to learn this electric vehicle technology. So this is our main motto. So on this motto only we are running this webinar series. And if you have any questions, please be patient. We will discuss in the question and answer session. So don't rush up in the live chat. So many people are waiting. So don't spam the live chat. Am I audible now? So people are telling very low voice. Am I audible or now? Anyone, can you please comment? I welcome you participants. All the participants, please welcome Suraj Patil, Manoj, Bharati, Deepak, Rajesh. Warm welcome participants. Yeah, Shubham. Now is it okay? Am I audible? Now am I audible? Yes, a very good evening. Am I audible, participant? Yes, very good evening. Warm welcome participants. And so this 30-day series is designed to cover all the concepts. Like first we have to learn the basic electric vehicle and MATLAB software, and I will tell you how why we choose that this MATLAB software. So please keep engaged with the entire class. And how to design a power converter, and how to design a motor control. So everything we will discuss in this 30 days series. So this is the 30 days entire class. So these details available on the video description box also. So if you have any doubt, you please find that link and then get involved on it. And so our 30 days plan, actually I have divided into 5 models. So first model we will discuss introductions for the software as well as that hardware electric vehicle, and how to calculate the motor power, and how to understand the power requirement, torque requirement, and vehicle dynamics. So everything we will discuss in the model 1. In the model 2 we will discuss completely about the power converters. So because actually electric vehicle needs a charging circuit, so in that case the power converter will plays a major role on this model. And third model is the motor model. So this is e-motor. E-motor always needs a power drive to drive a vehicle. So here we have discussed DC motor, BLDC motor, PMSR motor, and then SRM motor also. So finally we can identify how to choose the motor for our applications. So like that I have scheduled this 30-day series. So keep engaged with the entire 30-day series. Definitely I assure that after this 30 days series, definitely you can build your own model. And in the battery model, we will discuss what is a basic battery, how to design a battery charging as well as the discharging circuit, and how to estimate the SOC and BMS model, everything we will discuss. And finally, we can integrate all the model in the MATLAB Simulink as well as the hardware. Actually, we are preparing one hardware to show you. Actually, tomorrow or day after tomorrow, I will show you the hardware, how the final hardware will be. So everything is ready. Actually, earlier we have run the batch one. So in that, for that people, actually we have developed that electric vehicle. So I will give you step part by part. So you just assemble your own part and then you can run your own vehicle after this 30-day series. So as of now, conventional vehicle is occupying the entire market. So due to the lack of resources, so the entire conventional market is going to convert to the electric vehicle domain. Actually, as per Indian government policy 2025, there is no any sale on the conventional two-wheeler. Similarly, on the 2030 to 35, so there is no any new sale on the four-wheeler applications. And again, for the heavy vehicle, still the heavy vehicle needs a more technology needs to be implemented. So for the heavy vehicle will remains in the conventional fuel. But whereas for the two-wheeler as well as the four-wheeler will definitely will change over to the electric vehicle market on or before 2030. So in that case, so you have a plenty of opportunity to work in this electric vehicle domain. So actually earlier the conventional vehicle was there. So now hybrid electric vehicle is there. So actually hybrid electric vehicle, the electrical part has been used to start the vehicle as well as the stop the vehicle, and some part like regeneration, brake and torque assistance during some situations, this electrical part has been implemented. But nowadays, due to technology advancement in the power electronics as well as the battery technology, so the entire vehicle is converted to the electric vehicle part, right? So in this electric vehicle part, comparatively the conventional vehicle, it's very simple. So in the conventional vehicle, there are a lot of mechanical parts like IC engines and then coolers and then coolant oil, everything was there. But in this electric vehicle, so simply very simple component only it's going to be there. So let us check one by one. So keep engaged with the entire class. If you have any questions, you please we can discuss in the question and answer session. So please keep engaged with the entire class. And why we should choose the EV? Because actually EV vehicle are saving the climate. And the second important point, it's there is no any carbon emission. And the final one, actually it's not only saving the climate, actually it's a continuous process to save the climate. So in that aspect, over the period of 50 year or 100 year, so definitely the EV vehicle will play a major role to save the climate and the environmental conditions of the earth. So in that aspect, the EV is an important role in this environmental section. So now let us discuss what is the advantages and the disadvantages of the electric vehicle. See, actually as of now, the disadvantages only the limitations. So again, that too again it's going to be a very short span of period. And advantages only the huge one, like cost wise, then maintenance cost wise, and then environmental friendly wise, and then energy efficiency wise. So everything is huge. It has a huge advantages. Whereas in the limitations, the first one, the charging station, actually the EV infrastructure is very less in as per the Indian situations. And the second one, the range of distance coverage. So far, actually people has verified 425 km per single charge. And again, the charging time is just 20 minutes to charge the battery up to 80%. Actually, worst case scenario, if you charge your vehicle for 20 minutes, then you can safely travel up to 250 to 320 kilometers. So this is this will give you the highly sophisticated range. And again, the temperature. See, actually in the electric vehicle, again one of the important parameter called the temperature variations. The temperature variation may happen inside the battery as well as that motor, e-motor, and compartment temperature, and in addition to that, entire lubrication system. So this part, under this part, there are huge temperature variations while it is in the working conditions. So again, there are a lot of research is going on, and still we can discuss how to manage the thermal issues in the electric vehicle with the battery and all. I have added this additional experiment. It's a bonus experiment. So keep engaged with the entire 30 days class. And how to design your electric vehicle. First, you have to identify the theoretical concept, that is, you have to derive your perfect calculations. So once if you derive the calculation, then you have to go for the simulations, because before hardware you have to verify your theoretical concept with the simulations. So for that one, there are a lot of tools are available to verify all the concepts, like electrical circuits, and then thermal circuits and mechanical circuits. So everything is there. So we have to verify all these concepts with any one of our software tool, simulation tool. And after the simulation verification, then you have to go for the hardware validation. So here again, once if you finish the complete 100% hardware validation, then only you can go for the protections. So now the point is how the accuracy will be there between the simulation as well as the hardware validations. So because actually while you implement a simulation, so you have to consider all the system level parameters. So in that case, the system level simulation needs to be implemented or verified with any one of the software. So for that one, like a motor control and then battery management systems, vehicle dynamics, and then control algorithm to change over the driving cycles, as well as that vehicle autonomous vehicle. So for these applications, we have to verify the algorithm how long it's going to give you the perfect solutions. So in that case, the system level simulation needs to be implemented, and if you take any electric vehicle, you have to verify that entire simulation with the system level simulations. So for that one, we are going to use the MATLAB software. The MATLAB software only going to give you the system level simulation. So if you got the simulation output in the MATLAB, then definitely you're in your hardware in your hardware validation, you can reach up to 95% efficiency, 95% accuracy. Between the simulations. So like that, the MATLAB is giving you the complete opportunity to do the lot of research. So let us take why we should choose the MATLAB simulation. So actually in this MATLAB simulations, you can develop electric powertrain and then architectures, either hybrid or pure electric, or single drive motor, or four drive motor, or two drive motor. So everything you can get it. And similarly, the regenerative braking algorithm. So you can implement your regenerative braking algorithm, and you can modify the suspension, that is mechanical suspension systems, and optimization technique also you can implement, and develop a chassis control model also you can implement, and you can verify with the ADAS algorithm, and finally you can download the complete algorithm into your hardware. See, again here, if you want to develop any hardware, you have to develop a software application code. So here this MATLAB will help you to download the direct block diagram into the hardware. I will show you, and I have scheduled one demonstration in this particular topic, how to download the hardware software simulation tool to the directly to the hardware. So I have added. So please keep engaged with the entire 30 days class. So because of this reason, we have chosen this MATLAB Simulink. Suppose if you are new to this MATLAB, you don't worry. I will help you to kickstart and then to practice everything. I will help you. So please keep engaged with the entire 30 days class. And what is the system level simulation? See, actually, if you take a battery thermal management system, actually this is implemented in the Mahindra Electric Research Group. In this battery management system, see, for example, if this is for simple case study, I have chosen this block diagram, and see here, this is the battery model, and this is the refrigeration system. See, if the battery temperature rise beyond the certain level or threshold level, then the refrigerator system will reduce the temperature, battery temperature. For that one, the temperature sensor, that is the T denotes that temperature sensor. So based on this temperature sensor input, this refrigeration system will work. And similarly, if the battery temperature goes below the threshold level, so in that case, that is that the PTC heater will comes into action, and it will generate a heat, so that we can maintain the perfect temperature on the battery as well as the motor as well as the vehicle compartment. So this is simple block diagram for the thermal management system. So how we can implement the same concept with the MATLAB Simulink. See here, so this is the battery physical model. See, actually all the simulation software will take only the equivalent circuit of the simulation, equivalent circuit of the particular model. Whereas in the MATLAB Simulink, you can implement actual physical model, that is the physical parameters of the any component. You can develop the algorithm. See, actually this is, if you take a physical battery of the physical model of the battery. See here, these are the ambient temperature and then coolant input, and then calculate and then available in this MATLAB Simulink. Suppose if you know very well about the MATLAB Simulink, then you are perfectly eligible to work on the electric vehicle research community. So that's why we are running this webinar series for 30 days in the free of cost. And again, we have a internship also. I will tell you what is internship, how you can implement, and how you can get benefit over that in this end of the series. So keep engaged with the entire session. And see, actually the Mahindra has verified this is a system level. The dotted line is the test result, and then the straight line is the simulation results. So actually almost 95% accuracy they have got it. If you perfectly implement entire simulation, entire value, then you can implement. So you have a complete platform. So now how to develop a complete EV system. So actually my objective is to enable you to develop this kind of simulations. See, actually here this is the entire simulation. So this is a drive cycle, and then driver controller unit, and then power electronic control unit, and this is the vehicle vehicle body along with the tire. So here in this 30 days, so first we can develop a free body diagram, and then power electronic circuit and the control algorithm, and finally we can incorporate the drive cycle. So if you integrate all these things, then you are really you can develop your own electric vehicle, like a two-wheeler or four-wheeler. Actually this procedure is common for any type of vehicle, right? So are you ready to learn this concept? If you are ready, please comment in the comment box ready, so that we can implement, we can move ahead. Attendance form will be provided at 7:30 p.m. Please wait. Yes. I think many people are mentioning low voice. Thank you. Thank you, participants. Thanks for your reply. So let us move, and I will show you how to calculate the first motor power. Then we can go for the MATLAB Simulink. Right? See, again here, these are all the guys are working in the electric research group. If you finish this simulation, then you can straight away you can apply this guy. You can contact these guys to get your career. And what is electric vehicle? Actually, in this electric vehicle, so there are very few components. One is called basic vehicle structure. In this structure, wheel, and then vehicle body, and then gear mechanism. Again, for EV system, there is no any requirement of gear, because we can adjust the vehicle speed in the power electronic circuit itself. So no need to worry about the gear system. But you should know the concept how we can implement the gear mechanisms to the vehicles. So that's why I have added this system. And second model is that battery and motor, and then power control unit. So here the battery, what is the battery, what kind of battery we have to use, and then what is the motor, what are the motors are available, how to implement a control algorithm, so everything. and after that assembly, that is other essential components called like other comfort electronics, like other than basic. So actually first two models are enough to develop your prototype, and for commercial applications only you have to go for the third model, right? So now what are the EV parts in the first one? So first vehicle body, and then motor, and motor needs an inverter. So inverter needs a power battery bank. So again the battery bank, it needs a power onboard charger. So if you charge the vehicle with on a charging station, like in your home or a commercial charging station, so the power flow may happen like this. See, actually charging station, and then onboard charger, and then battery to inverter, and finally the vehicle will get moved. Generally in the electric vehicle, so there will be two type of batteries. One is called the high power battery, and another one is called the low power battery. So actually in this series, entire series, we are going to concentrate only on the high power batteries, not the low power batteries. So now how we can implement the electric vehicle design? See, first we have to develop a vehicle body, and based on the vehicle body we have to identify the motor power requirement. And if you develop the motor power requirement, then we can develop a power electronic circuit to activate the motor, right? See here, this battery is going to power up the motor by controlled manner, and control signals, actually here the any one of the microcontroller is going to generate a control signal to generate the pulse width modulation for the power electronic circuit. And again this microcontroller will receive a input from the driver signal. So there are a lot of standards are there, so we can discuss one by one on the forthcoming sessions. And so what is the vehicle basics? See, actually if you take any vehicle, so there will be a two type of force. One is called the push force, and another one is called the friction force, right? So the friction force it has a variety of types, and similarly the push force, actually the push force is the active force to drive your vehicle. So now the point is how much force you should apply. The point is, if you apply a force to overcome the friction force, then only the vehicle will move forward. Otherwise the vehicle will get moved in the reverse direction. So here the total tractive force needs to be calculated to drive your vehicle in the forward direction. So what is the total tractive force? So the total tractive force nothing but it's a combination of forces which is acting on the vehicle. So rolling resistance force, aerodynamic drag force, and then hill climbing force, and then acceleration force. So the rolling resistance force nothing but see here the tire is going to be on the road. So here in between the tire and then road there will be a resistance. So this is called the rolling resistance. This value or this coefficient as depends the tire material, road type, and temperature available on the tire, and then pressure available on the tire. So everything. There are a lot of parameters are there to identify the coefficients. And now see, actually this force will act opposite to the motion of the vehicle. So now the push force needs to be overcome this force also. Similarly, the another force called aerodynamic drag force. See here, while your vehicle is in the running conditions, the pressure, high pressure area will create in the front side of the vehicle. So here these are the high pressure area. So our vehicle should overcome this pressure, right? So here the point is we have to calculate this force and to overcome the pressure, push pressure. Similarly, this is the formula. So I will give you how to calculate those things, and keep engaged with the entire session. And similarly, the drag coefficient, some typical values are there, so you can use it for the applications, for our research application. And similarly for the hill climbing force, because actually the road is not a uniform surface, so always there will be ups and downs. So while there is a up gradient or down gradient, so this is the formula. So this is the running distance as well as this is the rise distance. So generally it will be calculated with the help of mg, that is the weight of the vehicle, and then g is the gravitational force, and then sine theta. So this theta is nothing but the angle between this surface plane with the rise plane. So here generally it will be a 20% safe while you construct any bridge or any hillside road. So this formula has been maintained, and so the total tractive force is calculated with the help of all forces put together, like rolling resistance force, and then aerodynamic drag force, hill climbing force, and linear acceleration force, and then angular acceleration force. So these forces are calculated and then add together, and now if you multiply this force with the velocity of the vehicle, then we can get a total power requirement. So this is the total power requirement to drive our vehicle. And similarly, so this is each formula. I will give you actually in the internship portal, you can download this Excel sheet. I will show you one by one. So is this, and this is a formula, typical formula. I have just note down this formula to calculate this value, and I'm going to take some typical values. See, this is basic vehicle data, like weight of the vehicle and then width dimensions of the vehicle. So 1 meter and then 1.5 meter and then 1000 kg weight. So from this again we are going to take some coefficients, that is the rolling resistance 0.02, air density 1.25, and drag coefficient this is again we are going to choose the value, and the gravitational force, this is the gravitational constant. So now I am going to choose the 40 km/h is the vehicle velocity. So first you have to calculate the frontal area. So if you multiply width and then height, you can get a frontal area. And from the kilometer to velocity conversion, that is a kilometer per hour to meter per second conversion, then you will get a value for this one. So I will show you one graph. So this is the Excel sheet. Here if you apply a 40 km per hour, you apply 40 km per hour with the different variations, and you can get a power like this. So 2.5 kilowatt. This is the total power requirement for this dimensions, right? So now this is a 2.5 kilometers. Suppose if you increase the 50 kilometer of the vehicle, then again you need a 3.4 kilometer. Suppose if you want to run your vehicle at 100 kilometer per hour, so in that case you have to put your motor at 11.4 kilowatt type of motor. So this is the simple motor power calculations, actual motor power calculations to evaluate and to calculate your EV designs. Right. So this Excel sheet you can download it in the internship portal. Internship students, you can get access after this live. So you will get an email. So please wait for this live ends. And here if you calculate, if you apply this value, then you will get a 2.5 kilowatt is the total power requirement for the vehicle. And again here we have actually for this case study we have chosen only the two variables. Actually we considered the vehicle is in the surface, flat surface, but in the actual case you have to calculate all the forces like hill climbing forces and then angular velocity, linear angular forces, as well as that linear as well as the angular velocity of the force. So all these forces needs to be considered, but for this simple understanding purpose I have chosen this method. So if you increase the vehicle's speed, then the power consumption also may increase. So now let us take the simple parameter, that is this is sample parameter, and this is for the two-wheeler applications. I am going to introduce the MATLAB software. So suppose if you are new to this MATLAB, dear participants, no need to write a present. We will give you the attendance form, so please keep wait. Please don't try chat as a present. So this is not attendance method. I will give you the Google form. So please submit the Google form to ensure your attendance. No need need to write in the chat as a present sir. Please stop this message. No need to write a present message. So now I am going to introduce the MATLAB. So MATLAB, where you can download the MATLAB. Yeah, so just to go to Google and type MATLAB free trial. Here you can get a MATLAB free trial. Just sign in your email ID. Then you can get a free trial. So just to download the trial, and then while you install the software, you just ensure whether that MATLAB Simulink toolbox and then Sim Power System toolbox, Simscape toolbox. So these three toolbox needs to be implemented, installed, right? Yeah. Participants, attendance form has been released. So don't write in the chat box as a present. This is not attendance. Just submit the attendance form. So it's available on the top of the chat. Attendance form has been given. So please submit the attendance form. Don't write in the chat box present. Not attendance procedure. No need to write, no need to type in the chat box as a present. Please stop. Still people are keep on typing the present sir, present sir. Please stop the present sir. Please submit your attendance form. The Google form has been given in the live chat. So please submit. The MATLAB toolbox. So this is the MATLAB. See here, this is a MATLAB environment. And while you download the MATLAB and installing the MATLAB in your laptop or computer, so just mention, just ensure Simulink toolbox, Simulink and Sim Power System, Simscape, and some versions has a Sim Power Systems. Power Systems. So these three toolboxes are necessary to finish this 30-day series. So please keep ensure that one. So now this is a MATLAB environment, and see here this MATLAB will help you to work in the two directions. One is called graphical programming, and another one is called script level programming. Actually, as you know that C++ programming methods called the script level programming. See here, suppose if you are going to do some arithmetic operations, like A is equal to 10, A is equal to 10, and B is equal to 20. So now the C is equal to A plus B. So we can see the output, disp C. So this is the value of the output. So this is called the script level programming, right? And similarly, the MATLAB will give you the additional option called the graphical programming. So for that one, you have to click this button called the Simulink button. So just to type start Simulink. So you will get a new window. So here just to create model. Just to create a create model. See here, this is a new work environment, and first you have to open the library browser. See that in the graphical programming method, all the functions will be available as a blocks. In the script level, so you have to feed the values, right? You have to feed the value like variables. But here all the variables will be available as a block. See here, See, this is the Simulink library. First, just to save the simulation. Yeah. Just to save the simulation first. And library browser. See here, this is the library browser. For basic arithmetic and then logical operations, all the blocks will be available on this blocks itself, Simulink blocks itself. And after that, you have to go to the Simscape block sets. See, after MATLAB installation, you have to ensure whether this toolbox is included or not. So this toolbox needs to be included. So again, in this toolbox, foundation library and then driveline and then electrical and fluids and then multi-body. So this all these library needs to be included. Otherwise, we cannot finish our simulations. See here, in this driveline, you can get the transmissions, all the kind of tires, vehicles, so everything you can get it. All right, and for the electrical section, here the specialized power systems, the power electronics, controlled motors, so all the motors will be available. Machines, so any kind of machines will be available, you can get it. And similarly, all the batteries, thermal elements, sensors, and mechanical elements, mechanical sensors like a force sensor and then a rotational motion sensor, ideal torque sensors, so everything you can use it. So actually we are going to use all these blocks in the each and every MATLAB experiment. If you are new to this MATLAB, you don't worry. You don't worry. I will help you to do all these experiments. So my advice you do is just follow this 30 days, next 30 days class, then definitely you will become a master in this particular concepts. So again, if you know these libraries, then you can directly open and then you can pick your component, or else you can search the component. Suppose if I am going to add a two variable, so I need a sum block. So sum, just to search the sum in the search bar, then you can get a relevant, all the block sets will be available. So you just choose the component and drag the component and then keep in your workspace. So for drag this block, you just click the select the component and then just drag this block into the workspace. And after that, and again, this is the basic additional block. So now we have to take a variable, input variables. Again, just go to library browser and take sources. There will be a constant. So we are going to take a constant as a input. So now the constant is nothing but a variable a. And similarly, if you want to copy this one, just right click and then drag it simply, and take this is a variable b. So now we can feed the variable a is equal to 10 and b is equal to 20. So now we have to add these two variables, right? So just add this variable 1 and then 2. So now we have to see the output, right? So here go to library browser again, open the sinks block. So here different type of output display models will be here. So either you can use the scope or display. So these two blocks only going to give you the complete output. So it's an integer type of input. So display block will give you the output. For the continuous signal, then we have to use the scope block, right? So now the output will be just to run this simulation. Just click this run button. Just click this run button. Then you will get an answer 30. So 30 is the output block. So similarly, this is called graphical programming. Are you clear? So do you know what is the graphical programming? What is the script level programming? If you are clear about these programming methods, type in the comment box clear. Type in the comment box clear. Yeah. So just type in the comment box clear so that yes, thank you participants. Yeah, Mr. Raghav, we are saying EV are pollution free, but why we are not considering the major chemical pollution caused through the battery manufacturing process? See, again here the battery manufacturing process, so there are a lot of new battery technologies are here, and in the battery manufacturing process there are nice solutions are there to avoid the environmental issues. So if you compare with the conventional fuel, so this is very less comparatively, not exactly. So it's a comparatively, it's a pollution free only. Suppose if you take individual, then there is a pollution. But if you compare with the conventional method, then the EV vehicle entire system is a pollution free. That's why we are calling as a environmental friendly environment. Thank you, participants. Yes. So similarly, uh, here let us move to the vehicle dynamics. So I'm going to take this component, this data. So now we are going to run this. We are going to develop a free body diagram for this two wheeler. So this is a half car model. This is a half car model. So two wheeler. Actually, it's going to be. So this is the two wheeler. It's going to be in the flat surface. So it's in the flat surface, right? So this is called the free body diagram. So let us draw the free body diagram. Suppose if you keep your vehicle in the downslope, then the vehicle move in the forward direction. Suppose if your vehicle keep in the upward directions, then the vehicle move in the reverse directions. So first we have to verify this simulation, then we can go further. So again, I'm going to open the new block, new MATLAB, create a new block. Now we need a vehicle. First, we need a vehicle body just to save the simulation. Save the simulation. So now just to go to library browser and go to Simscape and then driveline. Go to driveline and tires and then vehicles. Right, so just to take tires and then vehicles. So first we need a vehicle frame, that is the vehicle body. Just to drag this component, then keep in your workspace. Is it clear? So just drag this component and then keep it. So actually it has some components. So this is the port to connect the rear wheel, and this is the port to connect the front wheel. This is the vehicle hub. So you can connect two tires and then you can connect this to the hub. So in that case, the entire vehicle system will get together. And again, this block is the measurement block. Vehicle velocity we can measure with this block. And similarly, that beta and then W. So this is called input data. Like the input data, nothing but how the gradability of your vehicle and what is the wind velocity of the vehicle. So at what range we can implement. So like that we can model in this electric vehicle system, right? So now I'm going to take the parameter. just open the block. So if you want to vary the parameters, just double click over the block, then you can get a blocks. You can get a window. Yes. So now let us take up parameters. See here, this is the rider mass and then vehicle mass. See here, 80 plus 230. Sorry, 237. And number of axle per 1. And horizontal distance from center of gravity to the front axle. See here, the front axle is 1520 mm. 1520. Here you should change the measurement mm. And similarly, rear axle, so 1400 mm. And CG height above the ground. CG height above the ground is 254 mm. So this data actually I took it from the MATLAB example. So similarly, you can use it for your application. And drag coefficient. So here actually, as per the previous slide, we have given some typical value, so you can use it for our application. And the front area is 1.33 meters square, and the drag coefficient 1.2. Since it's a half car model, generally the drag coefficient will be huge. And then air density. See here, the air density you can use it like 1.25 kilogram per meter cube. It's 1.18. So generally 1.25 is the maximum limit. And other things no need to change anything. So just apply and choose it. So now we have to add a tire model. So just to take a tire model, again go to library browser and take tires. That is choose the simple magic formula tire, because actually the tire, there are a lot of dimensions are there, so you can use it. So for rotating the component, use Control R to rotate the component, right? So use Control R. To movement, just select space bar and then cursor, then you can move the diagram. So to rotate the component, Control R, just click Control R. And now this is the rear wheel, and similarly just right click and then drag the component, you can get another wheel. And flip the component, just plus click Control I, so you can flip the component and select the component. Okay. So now again the hub model needs to be connected and connected to the vehicle. Yes. And this is the sensor blocks of this particular wheel, so no need to consider again. So now actually, as per our consideration, the vehicle is going to be in the flat surface, and again there is no any motor and there is no any engine. So simply we have developed a free body diagram of the half car model. So here for that one, the mechanical rotation needs to be implemented. And take a library browser, go to mechanical. Go to mechanical rotational elements. Take a rotational free end. So this is the element. Just to drag the component and keep in your workspace. Just drag it and then keep in your workspace. And similarly, you have to connect for the rear also. So now we have connected everything. And again we have to apply a input, right? So what is the gradability? Like are you going to keep the vehicle on the flat surface, or up gradient or down gradient? So for that one you can apply a value called like choose PS constant. Just open the library browser and take elements. Just to take this PS constant. And for the wind, you can keep it 0 or 1. And for the upgradient or down gradient, see here, just open the block. Here the angle needs to be implemented. So generally the MATLAB will receive a radian. As you know that as per our ISA standards, we will call as a degree, like a 10 degree or 20 degree or 50 degree or 100 degree or 90 degree. 90 degree in the sense perpendicular degree. So actually we know only the degree, but MATLAB receives the radiant. So now we have to convert a degree to radiant. Suppose if I am giving a down gradient nothing but minus and 5 degree into pi by 180. So this is the conversion formula, right? So if you apply this one, which means that you are going to keep the vehicle on the down slope, and again we have to apply a sensor mechanism, right? So we have to see the output. So for that one, just to go to the library browser and take a Simscape foundation library. PS2, yes, here. So PS2 Simulink converter. See here in the MATLAB there are two different Simulink. One is called Simscape components and Simulink components. I will tell you one by one in the next forthcoming classes. So just keep watching. And again we need to know add the display devices. As already told, display devices are available on the sinks block. So if your vehicle, if your parameter is an individual or by integer parameter, then you can use the display block. If the parameter is the continuous signal parameter, then you have to take a scope. The scope nothing but CRO, that is a cathode ray oscilloscope. Just to connect as per this one. So straight away you cannot connect. So straight away you cannot connect because these signals are different signals. These are all the physical signals. So that's why we are calling in this MATLAB we can implement a system level simulations. And again we have to add the header files. So just to take a solver configuration, just to say go to the Simscape, then utilities, hit the search solver configuration. So this is called Simscape header file. Solver configuration. Search solver configuration. So this is called solver configuration. You have to drag the component and connect anywhere in the diagram. I'm going to connect anywhere in the diagram, you can connect. So now I'm going to run this simulation. I'm going to run the simulation and say actually already I given minus slope. Minus slope nothing but I'm going to drive the way, keep the vehicle in the down slope. So in that case the vehicle's speed will be in the forward directions. So increase the speed up to 1000 seconds. So here you can change the simulation stop time. So I'm going to run the simulation for 1000 seconds. So just to run this simulation again here, click run button. See here the speed of the vehicle is in the forward directions. Similarly, if you apply a upgradient, so upgradient nothing but the positive gradient, so positive degree. So in that case, the speed will be in the reverse directions. Earlier it was the positive, now it is the negative, right? Like that we can change the vehicle speed as well as we can change the, we can control the vehicle speed also. So actually within one class we cannot do all these things. So we can implement and then we can keep on learning. We can integrate all these all these blocks in a single diagram. So is it clear? Is it clear? So can you able to do this experiment by your own? Is it clear? Yes. There is no option for sim power system. No option. Yeah. Is it clear? Yes. Thank you. So if you have any more doubt, so please rewind this video and then do step by step so that you can develop your own simulations. Thank you participants. Thanks for your reply. So now, suppose if you keep this vehicle in the flat, then the vehicle speed will be in the zero speed. So there is no any. See here, there is no any movement on the vehicle. So like this, we can verify the free body diagram. Then only you can go. We can implement the gear system and then electrical system and then power converter system. Everything we have to add, right? So I recommend you everyone. So please practice this experiment, and I will share you one more MATLAB basic introduction, Simulink introduction class in the email. Keep engaged with the entire email systems. So now I hope you have completely understood the concept. So this how to choose the motor. So first again another important point. So how you can choose the electric motor for your applications. The first one, you have to identify the vehicle characteristics and then drive cycles, vehicle configurations, how much like a single drive system or multi drive system or hybrid or whatever it is, right? And the maximal speed. Suppose if you are taking 40 km per hour is your vehicle, in that case you have to choose 80 km. That is called safety standards. And then torque and maximum power. So and then battery capacity. So battery voltage and then gearbox. So like these are all the points to choose the electric vehicle motors, electric motor for the vehicle application. But as a thumb rule, for two-wheeler applications, you can use PMDC motor or BLDC motor. For four-wheeler or high-power applications, you have to go with either induction motor or PMSM motor or BLDC motor. Even BLDC motor also you can use for low power applications, not high power applications. And SRM motor, that is switch reluctance motor. All these motor control methods is included in this webinar. If you attend the 30 days class, then definitely you can get more clarity on it. And so this is the top 10 best luxury electric cars in 2021. I will share you this link in the comment box. So I recommend you everyone. So please visit all these pages. I share you the link, the comment box. Yes, I share. See, actually everyone. So please visit this link and take a note of what is the power rating of the each and every vehicle, and then battery capacity, distance coverage per single charge, and then charging station, charging time. So take all these notes, and then before coming to the next class, to keep ready with your this information, so that you can understand more on this about this electric vehicle systems. So I share this link, the chat. So please visit this link. You can take any angle. Actually, I took only for the simplicity purpose. I choose this 5 degree. You can go up to 40 degree also. And these are the two-wheeler top 10 best electric motorcycles the world. So in the same link you can get it, these things also. And actually in this as per the EV latest news about 100% EV market is going to capture in 2040 maximum, within 2030 then four-wheeler is going to replace with the electric vehicle. And Tesla is going to launch a manufacturing unit in the southern part of India. So obviously you can get more opportunity. And Bell Bharat Electric Electronics Limited has signed MOU with the EV manufacturer for the energy storage system, like fuel cells and then battery systems. They are going to develop a complete new R&D lab. You can get more on this actually. And again here I mean hereafter you are going to hear only either EV or UV. So that is called unmanned vehicle. So these two keywords only going to occupy this entire transportation industry in this future. And about the internship, see here, this is 1 month internship is available. In this internship, what is the internship? See here, generally you have to learn the new concept, and then you have to verify the concept with the expert, and you have to implement on it, and you have to verify any one of the system, and finally you have to get certified. See, actually this internship is certified by APS-DC, and if you attend all this in 30 days in our LMS portal, I will share you the LMS portal. See here, just to visit just to visit the Pantech e-learning. See here, Pantech e-learning. Just to visit this Pantech e-learning portal, and you can go to the internship. See here, there will be a internship option. See here, you can just enroll, enter here. And after that you can get a login, and if you enroll, click enroll now, then you can get you can create your own account. And here you can get 30 days class lectures. You can attend any time. For webinar you have to be here on time, so that is a 7 to 7:45 the webinar time. Whereas in the internship you can access the classes even before also, and you can finish it up. Once if you finish this 30 days with assignments, then you can get you can download a certificate on your dashboard itself. No need to wait for anyone. So you can download this certificate on your dashboard itself. So that is the Pantech internship system works. And again we are charging very less figure, that is a 590 rupees. Now the EV promo code is there, so promo code welcome EV, that is a promo code. For 590, again for maintaining this database, and then for providing this complete flexible platform only we are charging on it. But our main intention is to help you to develop the EV model in next 30 days. If you are following this 30 days classes, then definitely you can develop your own EV model. That I assure you. So if you are enrolled in the internship, you can get a WhatsApp group. That group link will be provided by email, as well as that internship certificate. You can download the MATLAB as well as the presentations of these classes, all the classes. You can download it in the internship portal. And then access period is about 60 days. And support, you can get Q&A support via the WhatsApp group as well as the forum that is below the video. You can post your comments and you can get answered. And similarly, I will give you the live Q&A class, separate Zoom call meeting I will give you, so you can get you can use it for your applications. and this is my number. Yeah, this is my number. Now you can ask your questions. Yeah, internship is not a live one. It's a internship is a recorded one. Certificate you can get it in your portal itself for the internship. For the webinar after 30 days series, you can download the certificate in our website. So this is our website. Again here just Google it, contact-elearning.com, view certificate, and here just type your email ID. You can get enrolled. You can download your certificate. And see, this is the sample certificate. Webinar certificate, as well as that this is the webinar certificate. uh, Certificate of participation, your name and then college name, and then successfully completed 30 days EV masterclass from date to date. So this is the sample webinar certificate. Similarly, for the internship certificate, certificate of internship, and then your name, and then successfully college name, and company name from date and then to date, and authorized APSDC authorized signature will be there. So this is the internship certificate. Presentations, you can download it from the LMS portal. So after this live, you can get a email. Battery recycling. I will include this topic into the battery segment. Attendance link is not working, so please check with any other device. PPT is available on the LMS portal, that is internship portal. PDF. This PDF description, this information will be available in the WhatsApp group, as well as I will share you in the mail also. So today after this live, I will share you. How can we get a job based on this webinar? See, actually, if you finish this 30 days class, definitely I ensure that you are eligible to start your career in the EV technology. For the internship people, I will share you the WhatsApp group link by email. By after this live, I will share you. Pre-request for the internship, there is no any pre-request. Only thing, you have to download the MATLAB and then you can implement on it. That's it. People, you are going bit faster. Actually, again, I think I'm going very slow. But okay, let me change things. The internship portal will be enabled after this live. What is the PTC heat? Available. This video available on the YouTube. Yes, this video will be available on the actually next 5 days. It will be available. What is PTC heater? Just check it. PTC nothing but the positive temperature coefficient actually. WhatsApp link for the internship people, you will get a WhatsApp link shortly. See, actually here in this internship, See here, these are all the projects has been covered. We are going to learn power factor correction based power converter, DC motor, speed control, induction motor, BLDC motor, SRM motor, battery charger discharge circuit code, SOC estimation, and then passive cell balancing, half car model of electric vehicle simulation with a different input, and then hardware fabrication of the speed control. Speed control of induction motor using Arduino. I will give you the complete demo, and similarly the complete electric vehicle design with the drive cycle simulation, and the vector controlled induction motor simulation, and a solar PV powered EV design. So these are all the additional bonus content. So these are all the bonus content. I have shared this PDF in the group, so please check. And thank you participants, and you please promo code EV. Yeah, so this is welcome EV is the promo code. MATLAB is the main software for the electric vehicle research application. Internship access will be available for 60 days. Thank you participants, thanks for your valuable time, and if you have any questions, you please comment in the comment box, and I will answer your questions. Each and every questions I will answer you. I will share you this PDF by email as well as the WhatsApp group, so please keep engaged with the entire email systems. Thank you participants, thanks for your valuable time, and if you have any questions about the technical questions, you can ask me. Internship link is available in the video description box, you please check. I will share you the internship link. So this is the internship link, you can check detail. Thank you participants, thanks for your valuable time. So please don't forget to submit your attendance form. So this attendance form is in the top of it's available to be okay. So after this live stream ends, I will include the attendance form in the video description box. So please submit, don't forget to submit your attendance form. Thank you participants, thanks for your valuable time, and if you have any questions, please ask me. Thank you participants, thank you once again. So let us meet in the next class.